So after finding what you love and what you are good at, we would like to go out and see what options are available out there and then find where you are standing in the market. First, we would love to explore what career options are in fact available. There are many resources online which offer job profile glossaries. Spend some time on it to explore different industries, different professions, various organizations' nature, like corporates, agencies, NGOs, or social enterprises, and the size of the organizations. I guarantee you will find many careers which you have never thought of. You can also take reference to the job advertisement platforms to see what professions are trending and which industries and positions are diminishing. Now, after researching what's out there, plot all your possible career options onto this career option tree. We want quantity at this stage. So take this exercise as a brainstorming tool and keep an open mind. You can try to use the main branches to plot your interested industry, and on the sub-branches, pull on the possible professions. Or, in reverse, you can start with job functions, then expand the sub-branches with different company natures. See what possibilities are expanded when you keep your options open. Then for each sub-branches, ask yourself these 5 questions as a prompt for you to conduct more research about each of them. 1. What are these jobs like on a day-to-day basis? 2. What are the key competencies and skills required? 3. What added values can you offer to this organization? 4. What are the worst part of the job and can you deal with it? And 5. What are the future development potentials? Now for each career option, list out the top 5 important competencies or skills to be successful in the job. And then, rate your current level of capabilities from 1 to 10, with 10 the highest. Here I take the Apple Store customer service support as an example. The top 5 are service mentality, problem solving, influencing skills, technical knowledge about the products, and the relationship building and customer servicing techniques. Now it becomes very obvious on what you have to further work on if you really want to be in that job. Say, for number 4, you can quickly teach yourself to become an expert by delving into the technical support manuals or forums. Now, if the total scores are below 25, which is 50% of the total maximum scores, you might not have much comparative advantage at this position. It's all about give and take for getting what we want in life. When we work, we are exchanging our time, effort, and competencies for the rewards and experiences we want from a job. And employers are offering compensation, training, and a platform for you to help them grow. For the two of you to find each other, you need to get noticed and stand out from the crowd. So what gets you noticed is your comparative advantages. Talking about comparative advantage, we are referring to the unique selling points about you when we compare you to your peers. What experiences that only you have that your classmates haven't an exposure in? What stands you out? What differentiates you from other candidates? If, on a few days after an interview, the employer would like to recall about you, what could he or she remember? To really determine your market positioning, if you have studied Marketing 101 classes, you've probably heard of the SWOT analysis which is a tool to evaluate the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for a product, a project, or a business and generate strategies accordingly. Actually, you can apply it to yourself as a job candidate as well. So, on the top two quadrants, we have strengths and weaknesses. We analyze internally about what you are good at and not so good at. And then for the lower two quadrants, we have opportunities and threats. Here we compare ourselves with other job candidates. For areas that you're stronger than them, it could be your opportunities, and vice versa, that could be your threats. Note that when we are defining the other candidates, you have to make different versions accordingly for each career option because they would not be the same group of people. Now, here are some indicators and guiding questions to help you complete your personal SWOT analysis. On the left-hand side, we have our strengths and opportunities, which could be your potential comparative advantages. So, what makes you successful? What was the most important team role that you've ever fulfilled and why? When faced with an overwhelming obstacle, what's your approach to overcome it? What are the strengths that others acknowledge in you? On the other hand, in the right-hand side, these are areas where you have a lack of interest, a lack of capacity, and a lack of education, which would be considered your weaknesses and maybe threats. And here is an advanced level of playing with the personal SWOT analysis on determining what should you do next about your competencies. In this chart, you see two assets. On the vertical level, you are comparing within yourself on your capabilities. On the horizontal level, you are comparing yourself with others. The closer to the arrow at the end of the axis, the stronger you are at that competencies. So you will know what your core strengths are when you score high on both axes. What to do with them? You would want to reflect on them further and come up with a common theme and consolidate a list of keywords. These keywords would be the foundation and the core focus of your future career marketing, which means they will appear a lot in your resume and interview answers. And your weaknesses are those areas when you score low in both assets. We always say we should leverage on our strengths to be successful. So among your weaknesses, only pick out the elements which could hinder your success. For example, your time management skills, and make improvement plans on them so at least they won't be holding you back. For other items, just leave them there. Now there are two more quadrants. The competencies which you do not find very strong among yourself, but you are better than everyone else. You have talents in this area. So with more practices and learning, you can grow them into your core strengths. And for qualities you are proud to have but do not consider great when comparing to others, you have two options. Either to up your skills or to change your peers and find somewhere you can stand out. So besides a market positioning tool, your personal SWOT analysis can be a great reference in creating your personal development plans. Your life is the result of your choices. If you don't like your life, it's time to make some better choices. I hope the above techniques can bring you more clarity on where you are now and what options you have, so you can make more informed career decisions moving forward.